Welcome to the Ancient Greek Hero. Our project is about heroes, not the way we may understand them when we first hear the word, but the way the ancient Greeks understood them in the context of ancient Greek civilization. I'm arguing that if you understand what the ancient Greek hero is, you simultaneously will understand far better what ancient Greek civilization is. And don't worry, you don't have to know anything about this civilization for starters. I'm perfectly happy if you haven't read anything about the history of ancient Greek civilization, and you certainly don't need to know the Greek language, because everything you'll be reading will be in serviceable English translations. Very good ones, I think, and ones where we're very carefully track the meanings of words while we translate them for you. Okay, ancient Greek hero. One thing that fascinates me about them is how all present they are in every form of ancient Greek literature. So when you think of the pieces of literature that we're going to read, and let me list them: the Homeric Iliad and Odyssey, 7 tragedies, parts of Herodotus, sometimes known as the father of history, 2 dialogues of Plato. If you read these pieces of literature, Greek literature, and they are the masterpieces of the civilization, you will find that heroes are all present, both male and female heroes, heroes of every age. And in fact, if you understand their relationship with the gods and their relationship with the people of the present, people in the so-called post-heroic world, you will understand that there's a great deal of tension between what they stand for and what the gods stand for on one side, and what we ordinary humans stand for on the other side. To understand this tension, focusing on the hero, is for you to understand not just Greek civilization writ large, but also, and I think this is a tremendous benefit, the value of studying literature for its own sake, or as I like to call it, verbal art for its own sake. To study literature is to understand the humanities, and more importantly, what it is to be human. That is to say, what it is to aspire to humanism. And I think in the age that happens to be our age, the present, there's a real hunger for understanding what it is to be a decent human, somebody who has a place in the environment, in society, in the cosmos. And all of this comes together, just as I said at the beginning, in the very idea of an ancient Greek hero and how it plays out in these wonderful pieces of literature that we're going to be reading. It's not going to be easy, this literature, but there's not that much of it to read. And the important thing is for you not to give up when you get started, but just to keep on reading, keep consulting with us if there's anything that's less clear than it could be. And I guarantee you, if you get through, especially the Iliad and the Odyssey and the 7 tragedies and the 2 dialogues of Plato, you will really feel the way Herodotus says you should feel, that you've had a civilizing experience. If that's the kind of experience the ancient Greeks had, and that's what we learned from Herodotus, they really thought that if they knew the Iliad and the Odyssey and maybe a few other things, that they would be civilized, educated people. Then it certainly applies to us as well. And in many ways, we need the kind of civilizing influence even more than the ancients. So once again, welcome to the ancient Greek hero. I'm very interested and, in fact, enthusiastic about following through with you, and I wish you a very fruitful set of readings in a truly beautiful form of literature, verbal art.